Good afternoon. My name is Jostin and I'm a junior sociology major, education studies minor from Gordon, Georgia, and I currently attend Morehouse College. Going to the field of education was something that I never saw myself loving or actually wanting to pursue a lifetime career in. Growing up in a family full of educators, I was always pushed in making sure that I did not become a teacher. And I always used to pose the question to my family, why not the field of education? Or was it because of the tedious workload, the long hours, or the various personalities that one has to deal with on a daily basis in schools? And this is a question that my family still cannot answer to this day. So, throughout middle and high school, I had a mindset that I would not go into the field of education. In elementary school, I attended a predominantly black elementary school, and in the third grade, I started to notice that I lacked the reading comprehension skills that were needed in the third grade. And it was a shocker to me because I was an excellent reader. Reading on a fifth grade level in the third grade, and at my school, that was something that was very rare and definitely uncommon. I found it interesting as well because when I was 3 and 4 years old, my grandma would put a newspaper in front of my face, and oftentimes she would say, you couldn't pronounce majority of the words that were in the paper, but you could follow along with the pictures that were in the newspaper. So, once I got to the fifth grade, my fifth grade teacher, Miss Robinson, pushed and challenged me every single day to make sure that I mastered the skills necessary beyond the fifth grade. And I credit Miss Robinson with a lot. It was because of her unconditional love within the classroom that shined throughout the class. It was because of her willingness to make sure that each and every student gained the material and lessons that they needed. And it was also the close relationship that she had with my family to make sure that I was on track on everything that I had to do in school. After fifth grade, I attended a predominantly white military prep school known as Georgia Military College Prep School in Milledgeville, Georgia. There, I was provided with an abundance of resources that would put me on the track to make sure that I did not pursue the field of education. Initially going into Morehouse, I was a drama major, but the summer after my freshman year, I volunteered with a summer enrichment program known as the Kentville Summer Enrichment Program in Bibb County, Georgia. This program served students below the poverty level and also students who did not meet the skills necessary for the recent standardized tests that they took. In the beginning of the stages, it was definitely something that was interesting and eye-opening, having to hear the stories that some of the students had and knowing some of the living conditions that they were having as well. During the second week of the program, I was approached by the director to teach 3rd through 5th graders English and math. Knowing me, I jumped right into it and was like, sure. So, in the beginning of the stages, it was hard because I did not have any structure. I did not have any classroom like management. But around the second and third week, things started to click, and I could tell within each of the students' eyes that they understood that what I was talking about. Going to my sophomore year, I was definitely geared and pumped up, knowing that the field of education was something that I was actually interested in. So the summer after sophomore year, I was selected to become a teacher for the Breakthrough Miami summer program, where I taught 9th grade world history. There, one of my biggest things that I made sure was that my students were socially aware of the things that were going around in the state, in the country, and even in the nation. Throughout the 6-week program, I pushed and challenged my students every day to make sure that they had the skills necessary and to make sure that every student had an opinion in what we were talking about. After this program, everything started to click. I knew that education was something that was definitely going to be hard, but something that I loved. And the thing that I love about Uncommon is that they applaud students every single day for the things that they do. And also for making sure that each student has the opportunity to speak. My main thing is, although a student may be quiet, they still may have a valuable opinion. So if I'm selected for the summer teaching fellowship, I'll make sure that, number one, each student is praised for what they're doing, and also making sure that the entire class has an input in the discussion, because I believe once we work together as a unit, everything will be much better. Thank you.